Welcome to the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast with intuitive lightworker, national speaker, metaphysical teacher, and best-selling author Lisa Kessler. What is it you want to manifest? Are you looking to increase your income, change careers? Maybe you want to manifest a new home or a new car. Are you ready to bring love into your life? You have come to the right place.
Hi everyone, I wanted to talk to you today about blocks. So there can be an actual event that could be blocking your manifestation, or it could be a mental block. And often we have mental blocks when we're manifesting that we don't even realize are there. So I thought this would be a great topic to share in the podcast. So energy is, the law of attraction is just energy, and the universe doesn't see energy as positive or negative. It just sees energy, and like attracts like. So sometimes when we have low vibrations like anxiety, fear, worry, our own self-worth, those are all low vibration. And when we are pumping out worry and fear, the universe gives us things to be afraid of. So these become blocks. Sometimes the block can be even in our subconscious, where maybe we think, let's just say you're trying to manifest a better job. And you have done your due diligence, you've written out a list of all the qualities that need to be in that job, but deep down, there is a voice in your head that's saying, you don't deserve that, you don't know enough to have that, you're not good enough to have that. And even though you've written this list, you're trying to stay positive, you're looking for jobs every day, that's what's going through the back of your head. And until you can conquer that and decide, I am worthy, I do deserve this, of course I can do this job, you're not really going to be able to manifest that into your world, because you have that block that's in your way that you need to move out of the way. So until you really know and recognize your blocks, you can't break out of them because you don't even realize they're there. So my suggestion is to keep a journal for maybe a week of all the thoughts that go through your head when you think about your goal. So maybe you're writing down this goal. I'm going to use the job example again. So you're writing down this goal about your job and all the great things you're going to love about it. Then kind of look within and figure out what your fears are. What are you afraid of? Why haven't you manifested this yet? And see what comes up for you. Because if you can figure out exactly what's blocking you, you can totally overcome it. It is possible. And then kind of the evil stepsister of blocks would be destructive cycles. So this would be something like every time you get a tax return, your car breaks down. And pretty soon you start expecting it. And you have now created a cycle. So every time you do your taxes, you're wondering what's going to break down on my car this time. And you're actually manifesting it. And we get in cycles like this all the time. Like you might get super close to your goal and suddenly you're sick. And then you start thinking to yourself, gosh, every time I get close, I get sick. And every time you think about that, the universe is like, oh, she wants to be sick. Okay. So beware of those cycles as well, those self-destructive cycles. And sometimes we're more conscious of that self-destructive cycle. Let's say your goal is to have a healthier life, and losing weight is one part of that. And maybe every time you get 5 pounds within your goal, you have a weekend of pizza and ice cream. And then you're like, dang it. So the next week you're back on track and you're working real hard. But every time you get within 5 pounds of that goal, there's a birthday party or a something. And you can break these cycles just like a block. Once you realize the cycle exists, make a conscious effort to do something different. Be bold, choose something different. Maybe it's that when you're 5 pounds within that goal, instead of going to that birthday party, you decide, I'm going to eat before the birthday party, and that way I can still go and wish them a happy birthday, and I can bring a gift, but I can just have some iced tea because I'm already full. I ate a salad at home or something. I'm just using that as an example, but that way you break out of this cycle that is not serving you, but you keep putting energy into it, so the universe is manifesting it for you. Do you see how that works? So I guess to wrap up, you need to be conscious of the thoughts that go through your head. We have so many all the time, but you also need to find even deeper, because you do deserve the life of your dreams. You do, and you are worthy, and you were put here for that reason. You're right where you need to be, but you have to believe that. Nobody else can make you believe it. You have to internalize it and own it. But you can't do that until you realize that belief is there. So take some time this week and really look at the thoughts going through your head and maybe the cycles that keep happening and turning up in your life, and figure out, how can I change that? How can I wrap my brain around that? And if it's a block about self-worth, maybe examine that, because sometimes we're still carrying baggage from childhood, from schoolyard bullies, from family members who weren't supportive, and we don't even realize that we're still lugging around that baggage. So take a look, because once you can figure it out, drag that monster out into the light, then it's not scary anymore. And if you find out that you're still carrying around, maybe a teacher who used to tell you that, you're not smart enough for this or something like that. If you're carrying that around, once you pull it out into the light, you can look at it and go, well, yes, I am. I passed the SAT. I went to college. Whatever your rationalizations are. But the reality is we carry around things like that, judgments that we don't even realize are there. Once you do realize it and become conscious of it, you can tackle it, overcome it, and then your manifesting will flow again. All right? So if you've been working on a long-term goal and the manifesting was going great, but now you've kind of stalled, it's time to look around and figure out, what is blocking me? Or am I perpetuating a cycle that's getting in my own way? And once you figure out what they are, then you can overcome it. Sometimes this is really hard to do on your own, which is why manifesting coaches are a huge help, because I can look at it from an outsider's point of view and sometimes give you an angle that you hadn't considered before, and that can really be helpful. So if you need me, down in the show notes, you can click that link for a Q&A Zoom. They're totally free. We can talk about what's been blocking you, and maybe I can figure out if I can help. So you can click that link. Also, if you're interested in community, the Metaphysical Meetup group, that link is down below, and we would love to have you, and it's totally free. Great group of human beings all trying to manifest positive change into their life, and you are more than welcome to join us. Thanks so much for being here. I hope that I know that you are going to overcome these blocks and rush right through to the life of your dreams. You deserve it. I'm sending you many blessings and all the good vibes, and I will see you guys here next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast with Lisa Kessler. If you have questions or comments, or if you'd like to work with Lisa to manifest your dreams, you can connect with her through her website at metaphysicalmanifesting.net. That's also where you can claim your free weekly tarot reading and manifesting tips. Make sure you subscribe or follow the Metaphysical Manifesting Podcast on your favorite podcasting site so you never miss another episode. As Lisa likes to say, we can make magic when we bring the universe into the equation. Remember, you don't have to do it alone. If you'd like more information about Lisa, Metaphysical Manifestation Mentorship, or the Manifesting Magic Mastermind, visit her website at metaphysicalmanifesting.net.